Okay, my friends, we are going to work on some basic guard retention strategies today, okay? We're first going to start with just a basic situation where somebody's standing and we have our feet here like this on the hips, trying to maintain distance, maybe on blocking punches, whatever, okay? This is a very, very basic movement drill, okay? So what we're gonna do here is she's gonna grab a hold of one leg and try to throw it across, and I'm gonna spin like this, okay? So this leg comes across, foot in the hip, I push, make space, come back. So this is just a good movement drill for everybody to get used to. She pulls the leg. You just notice how I'm swiveling, okay? My back is kind of curved here, all right? So I tighten up this whole side of my body, so I allow her to move me and go here. I wanna bring this top leg back over top. So this is a very, very simple drill, but a very important one, and it's sort of the basis of what we're going to talk about today. So one more time, I tighten up. If I don't tighten up and move my body, my legs just get thrown off to the side. She passes. So I want to stiffen up this side of my body. I curve my back, so I spin like a top. I make space, push, bring my feet back into the hips. Okay. So how does that apply to the ground? All right. When we're training with our partners and trying to pass the guard. Well, the guard is very, very important. So if you're stuck on the bottom, you want to be in the guard position. It's the only good position to be in on the bottom of the fight, okay? So when we're training with our partners, just doing jiu-jitsu versus jiu-jitsu, no striking, what is it we're really developing? We're developing the ability to keep our legs between us and our opponent, okay? And then be able to also be able to finish and sweep and all that sort of thing. But we have to be able to keep our guard. So let's go back down here and let's talk about basic stacking pass situation, okay? So there's essentially only three ways to pass the guard. Under the legs, over the legs, okay? Just like this, okay? Or around the legs, where she throws the legs off to the side, she comes around, all right? It's the only three ways to pass the guard, okay? Now, a million variations of those, but essentially those three things, all right? So when she comes underneath here like this, I need to recognize when I've lost the battle here, okay? And I want to try to retain the guard. If I hang on too long, she's going to stack me up, and she's going to end up here in side control, okay? So if she gets underneath here and I've lost my shot at triangles or whatever, and the hand gets in the collar, she starts to stack me up, I'm going to extend this leg. I want to make as much space as I can with this leg while I have it in place, okay? While I'm in a strong position. Now, my hands are going to go to the shoulder and the hip. I'm going to move my hip out like this, and that gives me an opportunity to turn this knee in. And now these frames, these are only temporary. My arms, the frames here are only temporary. Okay, I'm only keeping them there long enough to get my legs back into the game. So you'll notice when I moved there, okay, I extended, make the space, frame, move my hips so that my knee can turn down inside her arm and go down to the hip. So where my arms are now, my legs replace. Now it's very strong. Hard for her to pass this direction now, okay? Now, what I want to do to keep the drill going is I'm going to swing this leg back around here and catch here. Eventually you could catch triangles and all sorts of stuff, but your main objective is to keep your legs between you and your opponent. Let's move back that way just a little bit. So, once again, I'm here, extend, move, boom. Now, very important. You don't want to turn the corner and with this leg hanging on this side, because if she turns, she cuts that angle, she's going to smash my legs and pass on this side. So when I go to move around, this leg comes back. Okay, to keep the drill going, okay, you can go back and forth with your partner. She's going to grab this side. I extend, same thing, move, replace the legs. As this leg comes around, I'm coming back this direction here. Okay, all simultaneous. All right, so that's a really, really good drill to prevent a stacking type of pass. All right, very, very important drill. We used to do it all the time when I first started. It's been very, very useful in my game. But now let's talk about if somebody's cutting across our legs. One of the most common types of passes is a knee cut pass, okay? So you have two types of knee cut passes. You have a far side knee cut and you have a close side knee cut. Here's what that looks like. So she's coming across my legs here. She pushes this side down. She's already killed this leg, okay? So this is what we would call a close side knee cut, okay? Let's go back. And this would be a far side knee cut, all right? Either way, if she kills that bottom leg, the brother leg needs to come to its rescue. So we're gonna go far side knee through first. She comes across, I have my frames here. All I'm doing is go ahead and get your base here, all right? So as she's coming through, I'm gonna press with my shin. I may even have to follow her. I wanna make sure my foot is connected to her, so if she tries to run to the side, I'm still with her. But as she's pressing through this way, I'm gonna push and extend to free my bottom leg and come right back into my guard, okay? So let's do it once this way here. She goes far side knee through, okay? Now, she's pressuring into me, but this is very strong. Her body's a little bit concave at the moment, so I can have my frames here. I can't hang out very long, but I may even have to follow her all the way to where my knee comes all the way close to the floor. I push, I free my bottom leg, I come back underneath, okay? Now, close side knee through, all right? Same thing, but you may get a little bit of a bonus sweep here. So she comes across like this. I'm gonna bring that shin across. I have my frames, but you'll notice this bottom leg is gonna come up like this. I'm gonna trap her foot in here. And as she's coming through, I'm gonna scissor sweep her, boom. As she falls, I dig this heel in and I drive my hips up on top, okay? Let's look at that one more time. All right, let's go to this side. So, close side knee through, I see it happening, I come here and in the motion, I'm already gonna chop her over. I catch this close side arm so she can't catch her base, and I'm gonna knock her over. I bring this foot up, trapping her foot up here like this, and the one thing I gotta watch out for is leg entanglement. So if I sweep her, the second she starts to fall, I don't want her wrapping my leg up, okay? As soon as she starts to fall, I come up and I dig this heel in, and I push my hips forward to prevent her from wrapping my foot in a foot lock, okay? So if you don't get the sweep, no big deal. Your main objective is to keep your guard. If you get the sweep, awesome, right? Nice little bonus. So that's some basics of how to deal with some of the most common types of guard passes. Give them a try, drill them with your partners, let us know what you think. Like, subscribe, all that good stuff. Hope you pull off that fancy little sweep at the end, and yeah. We'll see you next time.